Hey guys, what's happening? I'm Ralph Graves. This is like my sixth take, but in today's talk, I'm going to talk about handling your challenging emotions. And most of us have had our emotions stretch from north to south, east to west, just about every month this year. So, how do you navigate these challenging emotions? And in today's talk, I'm going to just kind of try to get through this and show you what I use, the tools I use to handle my emotions during such challenging times. You see, we're overwhelmed with powerful emotions, and many of us might not know what to do with them, or we might rely on habits that are less than helpful. We might avoid our emotions. We might isolate ourselves. We might drink, God forbid, or turn to drugs and other substances. These behaviors could prove to be especially problematic if you experience intense emotions often and for longer periods of time than other people. And I have found that some people are just more emotionally sensitive than others, and that's fine. But to deal with challenging emotions successfully, you're going to have to learn some skills, right? So the first thing I do is I connect the cause. Knowing the cause of your emotion. Yeah, I call it. I call it out. It helps me figure out how to cope with it effectively. In other words, I assess it. I assess what I'm feeling. I actually name the emotion out loud. And like I said, it helps me with some clarity. It makes it clear for me. Naming that emotion is powerful in dealing with it. Naming it actually harnesses it. What you have to understand is that there are no good or bad emotions. Emotions are just data. And you have to move from saying, for instance, that I'm frustrated to I'm feeling frustrated. Emotion is data, and you control what you do with the data. So the next thing I do is I investigate what the emotion is trying to tell me. Let me give you an example. If I'm angry about work, maybe that means I need to tighten up or set some boundaries or look for another job. Maybe I'm frustrated by the people I've allowed around me. That just tells me that when I'm building my tribe, I need to build it with people who are sharing the same values as I. Now, this next tip is probably the most important tip that I'm going to give you today. Take time before acting on your emotion. Try and wait until you calm down. Try and wait until you can see clearly, until you can think clearly and think this thing through. One thing I know about emotions is this, that even the challenging emotions pass. Next thing I want you to do, right? I want you to transform. And what transform means, make that emotion, no matter how difficult it is, make that emotion your ally. The emotion has sent you data about the world, which you have accepted, and you can use it to be aware and purposeful as you operate within the world. So there you have it. Took me 7 or 8 takes to get through it, but there you have it. Some things I use to handle my ever-changing, challenging emotions. If you like this video and you found it helpful, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share it with a friend, pass it along. Hey guys, if you haven't, get my book, Unstoppable. You can find it anywhere. Amazon.com, BarnesNoble.com, RalphGravesJr.com. I'm not doing another take. I'll see you next time.